Hi Virgo, and welcome to your full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus for November 8th, 2022. Full moons are closing out a cycle for us, and it looks like you have a very nice close to a cycle. You could have been very busy searching for some financial situation, and maybe things weren't working out, but there is a turn of the tide for you with the Wheel of Fortune here. When you receive the Wheel of Fortune, it always means that there is a change in your luck, in your fortune, and usually for the better. However, because life is a gamble, it can also mean that when you're at the bottom of the wheel, you'll be at the top. When you're at the top, you could go to the bottom, because that's life. We're not always in the same place. The wheel keeps turning, and life is a gamble. In this instance, however, I have a feeling you're going to be very happy with the change of fortune happening for you, as the Knight of Pentacles is a nice, firm offer. Sometimes we might not be quick to jump at the offer with the Knight of Pentacles, because there is a procrastinative energy with it, but I don't really feel that here. I feel like it's a good firm offer. Something nice will come from it. It's yours to decide whether you want, because you have free will. But when it's the Knight of Pentacles, it's good, it's firm, it's not going anywhere, it's not wobbly, there's no question mark behind it. And with the Wheel of Fortune there, it does mean that there's a change for something better. You have the King of Cups, so this could be one of the people who are involved, or the person who is actually offering you something. This is somebody who is an entrepreneur. So this could be joining somebody else's business of their own, or it could be somebody wanting to partner up with you in your own business. But there is that very entrepreneurial energy with this, with these two cards. And so maybe one of the things that's finishing up is a difficult period with finances, or with trying to get something new off the ground. That's also possible. But in any case, there's a nice change of luck, and I'm sure that's welcome. You, however, how you're reacting, and it doesn't feel like it's on the same timeline, so I think there's a lot of different things going on here. The Five of Swords is a very difficult card, and it seems very divorced, or a part of meaning not belonging to the first set of cards that I've read, because this is a card of a no-win situation. So you may be sort of in between a rock and a hard place. That's usually the Two of Pentacles, but in this case, it's a difficult card. This is a reminder, the Five of Swords, it's a reminder that your words have an impact. And in this case, probably a negative one. And it can be that somebody has spoken harshly to you or about you as well. But it's in the placement, it's how you're behaving or how you're reacting. And so it feels to me like this is you. Having said that, it could be an emotional reaction to something else. And it could just be that you feel like things have been sort of no-win for you up until now, because with the tarot, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's a change of luck. And so maybe up until now you have really had the feeling like you're in a no-win situation, or everything that you have tried has come to naught. And there's this sort of emotional, with the Ace of Cups, there's this emotional build-up that needs release. Now I'm going to say that you can be releasing a lot of emotion at this moment. Make sure you're directing it at the right people or at the right situation, because when things build up, it can also mean that we pop. The words just fly out, and it may not even be at the person who or the situation that has initially caused this instability. 5 is instability, and it's mental instability or actions, an unstable action, and and we just release it. And it doesn't matter who's around, what's around, it just doesn't matter. We're just releasing that energy. And with the Ace of Cups there, I do feel like there is a need to release some emotion. I do feel that. I'm going to pull an extra card for that. But a lot of the times the Ace of Cups is inspiration. I don't think you're ever inspired to speak to somebody harshly. That comes from ego. So I feel like it's the need to release some emotional energy that's been pent up. And I would say with the Ace of Cups, tears are a great catharsis. The individual in the background who's crying really sort of lines up and links with the Ace of Cups. And I don't imagine, your opposite sign Pisces would cry in a heartbeat. I don't know that Virgo is so quick to do that, so it feels to me like it's a real build-up here. You have the Queen of Wands, so you have another person here, and it's not this person. It's somebody completely different. So it's not the King of Cups, rather. So I'm going to say that this is somebody that maybe you've spoken harshly to, or they can have spoken harshly to you. And either way, tears are going to flow. This is the Leo card, so again, that's that more egoic energy. If this is you, it is the ego that's speaking out here, that's been hurt. And the ego will avoid pain at all costs. That's what the ego does, and it will find ways to do that. And so I would say, mind what you say, how you say it, try to be softer. I don't think that will happen. I think it's, this is probably inevitable. But there is this need for a release of this built-up tension. With the Four of Swords as a result in the Tower, I feel that we need a timeout. Like a little kid, you need a timeout after you've been harsh to somebody else. So it feels like you kind of backtrack a little bit and you think about what you've said and how you've said it. And the Four of Swords is not taking action, but it is actually making plans. In this case, it feels to me like maybe some things were said that really you can't take back, and it shook us. Whoever was the recipient, whether that was you or somebody else, it made for shaky ground with the Tower. And it's kind of like you have to stop and think about it for a minute, and sort of recuperate. 4 is always about foundation. And so it's kind of like gathering our thoughts again, and hopefully understanding what the Tower did. So the Tower is always a card that eliminates what is no longer necessary. Something that it's very often a belief system that doesn't hold firm anymore. And the belief system was built on shaky ground. And if something can so easily knock it over, then it wasn't really a strong foundation to build upon in the first place. There is a sort of release, though. I really am getting this sort of pop or release of energy that's really necessary, and I'm getting that with both of these cards. So obviously we're seeing that here, but also the release of emotion, and like I said, a belief system that just isn't holding its truth anymore. It can no longer be. Well, let's say you have another person. You have several people around you, or a lot of different personalities, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's a little more grounded. She is our New Age healer, or a person that works with the earth. I don't really consider that New Age. I mean, it's quite old, actually. But it is somebody who is very focused on their work, their finances, but also nature. I mean, they're very, very close to nature, to animals, to the healing of nature and what nature can provide. And if you want to call that New Age, that's fine, but I think it's been around much longer. So that's what this person is, a very grounded individual. Also, they are somebody who gets what they want. Most often, I mean, more likely than not, they get what they want. And I do want to, and there seems to be a new beginning with this person, or a new passion with this person. So if it is a relationship that is having some difficulty, and maybe this is the Queen of Wands who caused this situation, or is the one who is speaking badly. If you're afraid on a romantic level that there won't be anybody else, I don't think that's anything you have to worry about. It's almost like there's somebody right behind them kind of energy. Having said that, it can also be that we're redirecting our energy. Where you were the Queen of Wands, who can be, I mean, they can be hurtful, not as much as I would say a sword, but, they can say some difficult things, as anybody can. If they are the person who've said this, and you walk away, there is somebody else here. Also, I feel like there is some healing after this situation, and this person could be the catalyst for that healing. That is a lot. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. In any case, there's a new beginning, without a doubt. Your cycle can end with some difficulty, but at the same time, for some reason, it gives you something else, a new beginning, a new passionate start, and that makes up for any damage that you may have incurred. And also, you have the King of Swords here. So the King of Swords is my Libra card. It's about, and this is closer to your energy, in my opinion, but it is about making decisions with your head and not your heart. It's finding equilibrium. It's my Libra card, so it is absolutely finding equilibrium. However, these people do negate their emotions very often, the King of Swords. Like I said, they're very logical people. This is also, I mean, think about military, think about the police. It's that kind of energy with the King of Swords, and legal matters, and all that kind of thing. So it's a absolutely mixed bag for you, but in the end, somehow you seem to come out on top, and you're given something, a new beginning, a new start with this rather difficult situation. So there is a silver lining to the cloud. And in any case, what is coming in for you is something really wonderful with the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles. In a way, it feels like things are going great, something really wonderful is being offered, and then like somebody puts a pole in the spoke of the wheels and everything sort of comes to a crashing halt. And you have to deal with it, and then you can go on to bigger and better things. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll be back in a week. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. It's a nice exchange of energy, and I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.